For none other than the school is named after a very prominent Black member of our community, of which we're very proud. We read about Black history every morning when we do the announcements, and we let the students know that one day we could be reading about them. The sky is the limit. So we have chosen to highlight important Black members of our community in this program. Thank you all for coming. We hope that you enjoy our program.
Welcome to the Dr. Raphael Baranco Black History Program. I am Azariah Noel, 5th grade student of the year. Today we are honoring Black excellence of Acadiana. We thank you for attending. The students and staff have been working very hard, so please sit back and enjoy. Now please stand for the pledge, followed by the school pledge, led by
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, I was given a call a couple months ago and asked to speak about Dr. Baranco, and I wanted to explain to everyone how important this gentleman is to me. So, I'm going to ask all the kids for a little help, if you wouldn't mind. Anytime I hold up the number 1, if you could just say the word education really loud. Wait, I didn't do number 1 yet. Y'all ready? Yeah. I didn't need everybody, okay? Ready? That's perfect. When I was about your age, I remember a distinct memory of a very, 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 very tall man. Very tall. I remember looking up at him, and I remember he always was smiling down at me. That's who Dr. Baranco is to me. And I'll explain what I mean. Does everyone know what a dentist is and what a dentist does? Yes. So at a very, very early age, I always remember leaving my grandmother's house and going to the dentist. And it was the same very, very tall man. Y'all know that picture that's outside, that's painted, and it's a wonderful man, and he's smiling so brightly. Okay, that's Dr. Baranco. So Dr. Baranco was my dentist. Dr. Baranco, he cared for me, he loved me, and it was extra special to me because I knew that he and my father were really, really, really good friends. See, guys, I didn't get a chance to grow up with my father. So it meant everything to me that I got to know someone who knew him. I got to know someone who cared about him. And I got to know someone that could tell me stories about him. I always remember going to the dentist. He was always nice to me. He always cared about me. He always joked with me. He always let me know that I was special. And he always wanted me. Every time I talked to him, every single time, he would take care of me. We would laugh and joke. He would come by our house. We would go by his house, as our families were really good friends. And he always talked to me about the exact same thing every single time. He wanted me to be sure that I was getting my education. Good. So your dad's not around, but your mom's dependent on you. What I need you to do is be sure that you're doing your absolute best, and that's your job. Well, I didn't have a job. I'm really young, so my job is to get my education? Okay. He made me promise him that I would always do my best. He said, I know for a fact that you're really smart. I know for a fact that you're really intelligent. But you have to do your absolute best at every single point in time to be sure, to be absolutely sure. Everybody look at it, look at it. To be absolutely sure that you are getting your education. Because he told me that my education couldn't be taken from me. And I never knew what that meant. He told me that if you work hard, you can be anything you want to be. I said, okay, Doc, I got you. So we leave Doc's house one day, and my mom wanted to know what he had spoken to me about. I told her, he said, that was my job to do my best. It was my job to get my education. It was my job to be the best student I could be. So she said, you know what, baby, that's absolutely right. If you do your job, then mama's gonna be so happy and mama's gonna be so proud of you. So guess what I did? By her telling me that and Dr. Baranco telling me what I needed to do, I made sure to go to school and I tried my absolute best. When I say absolute, absolute. So I finished going to Vermillion Elementary, never made a B, all A's. He told me that was my job. I went to Paulboro Middle School, no B's, all A's, not one. High school, Northside High School, all A's, no B's. I went to LSU in Baton Rouge with my really good friend, Raphael. Take a guess how many B's? 0. Why? Because he told me that my education was the most important thing I could do. I leave LSU, I go to Xavier. Now I'm studying to be a doctor, just like he is. And guess what? Guess how many B's? 0. He told me to try my best. And if I'm not giving my best, then what am I really doing? Nothing. He told me that that's all I need to do. That was my job. So when I graduated and I walked across the stage and they called me Dr. Timmy Chasson, I remember my mom, tears in her eyes, happy as can be, y'all. Happy as can be. Came back home and I told Dr. Baranco, and he said, boy, I'm so proud of you. Your daddy would be proud, and I'm proud to call you my son because you're just like my son. See, guys, it's really special when someone cares for you. It's really special. So all your teachers care for you. I care for you. Your parents, your aunties, your uncles, your grandma, grandpa, everybody loves you. All we're asking you to do, that's all I'm asking you to do. I'm going to ask everyone today because he asked me. Just try your best. And at the end of the day, that's all we can ask for. Dr. Baranco, I didn't even know this at the time when I was that little young kid, was he was on the Lafayette Parish School Board. His job was to make sure that kids got a fair chance at an education, and he wanted to be sure you had the best education possible. So when it came time to decide, well, we're gonna open up a new elementary school, and all of y'all are gonna get to come and get a chance at a world-class education. There were 2 people that I could think of. 2 people that I wanted to ask the school board to name the school after. One was Tony Chasson, my dad. The other was Dr. Raphael Baranco. So it should let everyone know here how much he means to me because I had a choice. They asked me, what would you like to name the newest elementary school? On the count of three, I want everybody to say the name of the school. Y'all ready? Yes. 1, 2, 3. That's awesome. That's awesome. Listen, I'm going to stop. I'm going to let the program move on, but I want everyone to know, if you need me, everybody look at me. If you need me, your teachers know how to call me. Your parents know how to call me. If you need help with something, you call me. Anytime I needed help, I could call them. If you need help, you call, okay? Everybody got that? Yes. So, last thing, and then I'm gonna go. Dr. Baranco wants to be sure that everyone gets a world-class education. So one more time, as loud as you can. Ready? I'm gonna raise up my finger, okay? Everybody ready? It's the most important thing you can do right now. Nothing else matters. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, bye y'all.
Dr. Baranco Elementary School family. Now let's welcome the great men of the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity.
All right.
My name is Yusef Davis of the Zeta Xi chapter of the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Alpha Phi Alpha was founded on December 4th, 1906 at Cornell University in Ithaca, New York. It was founded by our 7 founders known as our 7 jewels. These jewels were prominent leaders of society at this time and were all known for doing great things. Jewel Henry Dr. Callis was a professor of medicine at Howard University. Jewel Charles Henry Chapman was a professor of agriculture at Florida A&M. Jewel Eugene Keefer Jones earned a master's in sociology, and he was a part of the first executive council of the National Urban League. Jewel George Billy Kelly was a civil engineer and was the first black registered engineer in the state of New York. Jewel Nathaniel Allison Murray was an instructor of agriculture and biology at Armstrong Vocational High School in Washington, D.C. Jewel Robert Harold Ogle was a professional staff member on the United States Senate Committee on Appropriations. And Jewel Vernon Wilson Tandy was the first black architect in New York, and he was the first African American to pass a military commissioner's exam and become a lieutenant in the New York National Guard, presenting the Zeta Xi Step Team.
We are the brothers of the day. We are the brothers of the pie. We are the brothers of
Signed by Principal Doyle Weimer and Assistant Principal Sarah Bouton.
Surgeon Training Specialist. She is our School Resource Officer at the great Dr. Baranco Elementary School. Deputy Sampe is a member of the Supervisory Committee for Maple Credit Union and Magnolia Peace Officer Association. She is also a past member of the Boys and Girls Club Board. In 1989, Deputy Sampe made history as being the first girl to attend a Boys and Girls Club in Raphael, Louisiana. I am proud to present you our very own SRO Deputy Lisa Sampe.
Always remember, it's not how you start in life, it's how you finish. You are in control of your path, so make sure that you take the necessary steps to control your future.
I also know Miss Leah Porter. A native of Raphael, Louisiana, Leah Porter received her bachelor's degree from the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, where she studied dance and a master's of education from Grand Canyon University. She has also studied theater arts at Dillon University in New Orleans, Louisiana. Leah has trained in ballet, modern, and jazz. Techniques has traveled this country teaching dance workshops and master classes. She is the founder and artistic director of FIRE, Expression Performing Arts Conservatory, which promotes faith, inspiration, relationship, and experience through dance. Through dance and the performing arts for dancers and young artists in Southwest Louisiana. She has served as choreographer for the Lafayette Arts Conservatory, Xavier University, and Dillon University, choreographing the stage free play Medea. Recently, she attended the horticulture teacher workshop at the Alice School in New York City. Ms. Porter was invited to choreograph the musical production Crowns at Lafayette, Louisiana at the Hyman Performing Arts Center. Ms. Porter has performed and choreographed for BET's 106 in Park and Stand in the Living. In 2011, she was given the opportunity to work under famed choreographer Debbie Allen in the original stage show All the Right Moves, where she received a scholarship from Miss Allen to attend her summer dance intensive in Los Angeles, California. Other notable choreographers, Ms. Porter has worked with the Lula Washington, the Lula Washington Dance Theater, and the Walter Hall with Urban Soul Dance Company. Her choreography was featured at Walt Disney World in the show titled Louisiana Culture, which received outstanding reviews. Her work has won countless awards for Best Choreography and a national title at the High Stepping Nationals in Charlotte, North Carolina. She dedicates herself and her art to the growth and development of young artists. Now please join me in giving a big round of applause for Miss Leah Porter.
Good morning. I know we have to keep it short, so if I can leave you with any inspiring words, it would be to work hard at anything you do, whether it's in the classroom or outside of the classroom, and to surround yourself with positive people that are doing the things that you want to do. So that means that your friends should be doing things that you want to do positively. So work hard and surround yourself with positive people. Thank you.
I also heard about Miss Chanel Gardner. Miss Chanel Gardner is the daughter of L. Gardner and late Barbara Gardner. She was born in Lafayette, Louisiana, raised in Parks, Louisiana. She is the only girl out of 5 siblings. Her first career goal was to go to college with a full ride volleyball scholarship. In order to achieve this goal, she trained hard and played volleyball at St. Martinville Senior High School, as well as club traveling volleyball. Playing volleyball year-round allowed her to improve her craft tremendously and gain a lot of recognition. She was able to attend 19 divisions, 1 volleyball scholarship. Due to her family being a huge support, Ms. Gardner chose to stay local and attend UL. She was able to succeed at UL as a 4-year letter middle blocker. Upon graduating from UL in May 2017, she was able to fulfill another lifelong dream of signing her first professional contract to play volleyball in Germany. Ms. Gardner's rookie year was nothing short of amazing as they won the league championship. Instead of renewing her contract, she decided to stay We are proud to give a warm welcome to Ms. Chanel Carter.
Okay, I know we're supposed to keep it short, but I just want to say I lost my mom at 4 years old, and every time I wanted to give up when it came to schoolwork, when it came to me like playing sports and all that stuff, I always told myself never give up and to work hard for my mom. So it's gotten me very far in life. I will say one more thing is to find a passion. And when you find your passion, you work hard at it every single day. Whether it's school, whether it's a sport, anything, dancing, anything. Just work hard at it every single day and never give up. It may get tough, but never give up.
I also know Ms. Katisha Lathane. Ms. Katisha Lathane is a registered nurse at RN Fashawn. Besides being a nurse, she is a wife, a mother to two beautiful daughters, Maya and Leah, a sister, a daughter, an aunt, a friend to many, and a caregiver by nation. By profession, she really enjoys helping others and truly cares about people. While she took care of her grandmother, it inspired her to become a nurse. After graduating from Lafayette High School in 4 years, she earned her Bachelor's of Science in Louisiana with a minors in psychology from the University of Louisiana at Monroe. Then she took and passed a test called the NCLEX and to receive her license as a registered nurse in the state of Louisiana. Her favorite area to work in is pediatrics. She worked as a pediatric nurse at Women's and Children's Hospital for over 17 years. She also worked in a nursing home helping older adults called residents. Additionally, she worked in home health taking care of clients in their homes. Finally, she worked in Lafayette Parish School System caring for students and staff as a school nurse for over 8 years. Fun fact, Nurse Lathane worked as a classroom teacher for 7 years, teaching high school students to become certified nursing assistants. I present to you our very own Nurse Katisha Arden.
I want to say that I'm humbled and grateful to be able to work with such beautiful students who make each day. I enjoy seeing you and having you hugs and appreciate every one of you. You are special no matter what you become, because we're not all going to be doctors and nurses. We're not all going to be people who go on to go to college, and that doesn't matter. Just as long as we do the very best and enjoy what you do. You're going to be productive citizens because you're important no matter what. Thank you.
If that's not like your magic, then I don't know what it is.
Look at yourself again. Look at yourself anew. You're not a black man falling. You are a black man rising by James H. Champ. Black man rise. Rising to meet the challenges of this ever-changing world. Rise. To the footage of who I am. Black man rise. Above what this world expects of me.
Hey, my boy, did you know we have successful African American men in the Acadiana area?
Yes, we do.
Let's talk about who we know.
I know Mr. Lewis was born and raised on a sugarcane farm in Youngsville, Louisiana. His daily routine included feeding pigs and cows at 6 a.m. every day. After the animals were fed, he would tag along with his dad and look forward to a new adventure on the farm. Mr. Lewis graduated from Oklahoma High School in 2000 and graduated from ULL in 2005 with a degree in general studies. While at college, he worked at Chase Bank and continued to do so after college. In 2007, Mr. Lewis became the number one personal banker in the country, leading the National Sales Conference, and was guest speaker in Las Vegas. He continued to work as a banker, then a financial advisor. Mr. Lewis is the father of 2 outstanding children, daughter Chloe, who he loved watching her dance, and son Eddie Ford, whom he coaches his baseball team at Youngsville Sports Complex. He currently is a member of the Lafayette Rotary Club and Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity and has been since college. Mr. Lewis is an active member in the community and in his church, St. Anne. He was featured in the daily advertising newspaper and participated in Stars of Style promotion campaign fundraising. Most recently, he was featured on the TV show Good Morning America, along with his 2 younger brothers. He and his brothers formed over 2,000 acres of sugarcane in Lafayette, Liberia, and Vermilion Parish. We are proud to have Mr. Eddie Lewis III.
Thank you all very much for having me today. I just want to leave you all with a couple things. Always believe in yourself. Always listen to your teachers. Always say yes sir, no ma'am. And remember, never to give up and never let anyone tell you you can't be who you want to be. Thank y'all for having me.
I know one. Trev is a Christian man, devoted husband to Rachel, and father of Trev, Junior, and Reagan. Trev has been coaching football for 11 years and uses the game of football to help young men develop as people, as students, and as athletes. Trev is currently the director of football at Lafayette Christian Academy. He's a graduate of Lafayette High School and earned his undergraduate degree at Louisiana State University. Trev was blessed to play in the National Football League for 5 years. I am proud to present to you Mr. Trev Fall.
Good morning. I just want to encourage you all to dream big, to believe in yourselves, to work hard to accomplish and achieve your dreams, not to give up when things get hard and things get tough, and last and most importantly, love yourselves, love others, love God. God bless you. You're special. I love you. I'm proud of you.
I know Mr. Dr. Jones is a 2019 graduate of Grambling State University, where he majored in mass communication with concentration in broadcast journalism. While attending Grambling, Mr. Jones was a member of the football team and won the conference championship in 2011. Go Tigers! Upon receiving his bachelor's degree, he was hired as his general assignment reporter at Acadiana of Hawaii News, in his hometown Lafayette, Louisiana. He held that position for 3.5 years before being promoted to weekend evening anchor and Saturday reporter. This past September, Mr. Jones was promoted to main evening anchor, the seat he worked hard for since his first day as an intern at the very same news station. He first discovered his love for broadcasting at an early age when he would do silent reporting on street football games with his friends. To ensure his success, he closely watched the following for inspiration, including local news anchor Donna Montgomery, Terrell Brown, Vic Carter, and Don Lemon. Mr. Jones and his wife live in Macomb and joined their one-year-old son Jashin and 2 dogs, Samson and Creole. I present to you our very own Mr. Dr. Jones.
Thank you. Good morning. First, I would like to thank you all for having me here today, and a quick message to the kids. Whatever you want to be in life, just know that you can do it. You just have to do 3 things that I know for sure. You have to be dedicated to it. You have to work hard, and you have to stay in prayer. So when you do those things, you can be whatever you want to be, and you can be successful at it. So I encourage you to try that out. and I wish you the best of luck in the future. And if I can ever do anything to help any of you guys, if you got a future in journalism, just give me a call and I'll be happy to help out. Thank you.
We would like to give you a gift from the Baranco family.
Jazz ensembles and second line dancing and brass band performances have been a part of the African American culture for a long time now. And we just wanted to share some of that, share some of our work, our performances. You know, we be performing all around Lafayette, everywhere. But we just want to share some of the rest of our performances.